guys, it's a beautiful day over here, and I'm sure you're having a swell time yourself. Well, today we just want to chill and banter because life can be all too serious every time. So I've got a beautiful lady with me and two dapper-looking gentlemen. So I'm not going to waste time. I'll try and shorten this because it's not a monologue. So I'll start with you. Introduce yourself. Tell us your name and what you do.
Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Dr. Emmanuel Uba. I'm a hair transplant surgeon. Yeah, so that's what I do.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Femi. I'm a digital marketing manager.
Hi guys, I'm Choma and I'm a hair transplant surgeon as well.
Alright, my name is Blessings Musuga. I'm a media professional, an award-winning media professional. I just want to put that out there. But anyways, like I said, today we just want to banter about some very serious issues that nobody else wants to talk about. Right? So you're going to hear it on this table today. So let me start by asking, how are you guys feeling? How's your weekend? How's your day going?
My diplomatic answer, my weekend was fine, but it was very hectic. I had to make a trip. Got back into Lagos Friday night. But since then I've been chilling. Pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my weekend was lazy, but Liverpool won. So yeah, I spent so that team's lost. But
yeah. Right. Okay. My weekend was actually I spent most of my weekend trying to nurse myself back to health. On Saturday, I went to the market to just get like a few things, and all I can say is anarchy looms. Anarchy looms. Honestly, everything is so expensive, but yeah, I managed to get a few stuff. And yeah, the rest of the weekend was just spent trying to just rest and recover. So yeah.
Speaking of recovering, thank God I have doctors here. Do you think it's possible to suspend a kind of sickness?
It was
because I feel like I've done that a lot of times. So I'll explain, right? So my weekend, from last week into the weekend, has been very hectic. But I had other things that I had to do, right? And I think middle of the week, I started feeling funny, feeling feverish and all. And I told myself, like, this is not the time to fall sick, right? So I started using painkillers. I know, don't do that, don't try that anymore. But I started using painkillers because I wanted to suppress it. Yeah. But I think it has happened time and time again where I would suppress it. Then when I'm done with my tasks, it just comes.
Yeah, and I also have that because I started feeling this way maybe like in the middle of the week, but then I had something very important and I'm just like, you cannot be sick. So it was like I had to hold myself, like literally hold myself and say I'm not going to fall ill until I was done, and then I just gave myself permission to like crash.
Yeah.
So it's possible for you to like mentally just hold yourself until you feel like you're in a better position where you can just crash out.
But do you think it's a mind thing?
I do think it's a mind thing.
That was what I was going to say.
I do think it's a mind thing.
Precisely so.
I do think.
Yeah, I think it has. I think I experienced something like that my final year in uni. I had a project work to do, and I was really going down with it. And I just like had to push through. So immediately after that, I think I slept for like 2 full days. After that, but yeah, I think it's a mind thing. And I think like if you really have something you need to get done, you just like suspend that. That's what I think.
So let me give you an example. Yeah, there's this story I saw about the grandma that was babysitting her grandchild, and basically there was like a car in the shed, and the child was playing underneath, and the car fell down and fell on the child, and the grandma ran there and lifted the car and like threw off the car and got the child.
A car?
Yeah, like a car. She lifted the car.
Okay.
So it was afterwards she was like, what did I just do, you know? So there's this adrenaline surge that can come from when you've got activities to do, and that will just suspend how you're feeling. So pain is almost a non-factor when you have adrenaline.
I think it's the same with hunger. Like if you're very busy, you won't remember to eat. But if you're bored, that's why if you're home alone and there's nobody else, you start eating everything.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree. It's a mind thing. All right, but how are you guys feeling about the holidays? I'm already, how do you say it? It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Yeah.
Is it?
It is.
Not in this T-Pain era, it's not. Like, there's no excitement in the air.
Yeah.
And it's because, like, people don't have like so much to look forward to. I remember growing up when it's almost Christmas and you're already sure that you're going to get new clothes from your parents, you're going to eat chicken, you're going to eat rice. But now everybody is just complaining about how expensive things are. It doesn't feel like Christmas is next month, as like when you compare it with the previous years. It used to be really exciting towards these times. But yeah, I'm looking forward to just winding down on the whole year, because the year was such a year for me. So I'm looking forward to at least winding down and new beginnings at least. Yeah,
I think it's basically the same thing for everyone. But one mistake I don't want to make is get carried away by what's happening with the economy. So the thing about me is the weather itself, the coolness of the breeze, people coming back from the abroad. It just reminds me, Christmas is coming, and I try to immerse myself. The last 3 years have been just work for me, and this year I'm going to enjoy Christmas, every moment of it, as we transition into Harmattan, even though I don't think we have Harmattan in this part of Nigeria.
Yeah, not really. I mean, I grew up in the north, so when
I've been picking up some vibes, some dry vibes.
That's how it's real.
Yeah.
That's how it's it won't get better than that.
Yeah.
But anyway, but Femi, how do you feel about Christmas?
I don't feel anything about Christmas, but I do feel something about Black Fridays, because that's what I'm looking forward to. I've been saving all of my money to waste on Black Friday, so yeah.
So I think the holidays is a combination of everything, right? So even if you're not excited about Christmas itself, you're excited about something that Christmas brings. Like, I'm looking forward to my friends that have traveled that are coming back. So there's that. And speaking of traveling and coming back, there are people coming back to Nigeria to go and look for men and women, you know what I mean? To look for dates, basically. In fact, some people are very serious, so like they're looking for wives and husbands now. It's no longer I want to date. I just want to come and marry. So talking about that, let me start with Femi.
No, you should start with me. I think you start with Chima. She's not looking for like Igbo husband.
What are you talking about?
No, I want to start with you.
Okay.
So we know we have specs here, but we also have we've been trying to figure out this word.
Yes, it was a
It's
deal
not
breaker.
deal breaker. It's not
Red
deal
flag.
breaker. Red flag. So let's use red flag. What is your red flag? Maybe physical, mental, anything, biological.
Maybe mental. Yeah. Like, okay, my red flag would be probably someone with like not so great grammar.
Yeah.
Is that
When did
like
you came?
is that a red flag or a pet peeve, or like a pet peeve?
So in relationships, everything combined is red flag.
Exactly, red
So exhibiting your pet peeve is red flag. I think I can relate to that.
And I think another one would be like bad feet.
Okay, podiatrist. Pedicures are not cheap.
Yeah,
That's more expensive.
Wait, what do you think bad feet? Do you mean like dirty, unkempt, or just biologically? See, that's why I said but genetics.
There's this feet that just spread in different directions.
You guys are amazing.
No, I think I just like unkept, like nothing too serious.
I think unkempt is.
But that can change.
Yeah, exactly. You can take care of it.
Yeah, but I'm not like the one that's going to change that for you. Like if you're not doing that before we met, then you probably don't take it like seriously.
I get
Right.
Okay, Chima, what's yours?
Gosh, this is such a tough question, because
Like broke man.
yeah, there's that. There's definitely that. But then, are we talking like physically?
Anything.
Or I think my most like I don't know how to put it. I think I hate when people are dishonest, and
It will take time to find that out.
will it?
It will.
Okay, so you're asking for something that is instant. Someone that doesn't know how to dress. Like the way you throw your clothes together. You don't have to be a fashion person, but then when you have like colors that are not matching, you wear a shoe that's like.
I'm sorry, they said you're already dealing with a lot. Imagine your boyfriend coming in wearing a yellow.
So I think that would be like my
Some kind of
Something.
regular type
I
of.
think I share the same thing, but I'll come back to mine. What's
For me, I think I'm very open to giving people the chance to grow on me. But aside that, I think what I can't stand is people that are like loud and just classless. So that's on one part, loud, classless people. And then the second thing would be there are people that are not, I don't want to say they are not smart, but they have no willingness to learn stuff.
Yeah.
They're just very comfortable in how stupid they are, basically, for lack of a better word.
So I get what you're saying, and I feel like those people who are seemingly stupid are the most confident people. God, have you ever seen someone walk into the room and say something very dumb with confidence?
we've actually had this conversation before when we were talking about how usually in a scenario where people might need help, it's always the person that actually knows what to do that is kind of like
Second-guessing,
saying it. And you find this other person that has no idea, and you're just like, let's do this, let's pour
Use
detergent.
onions on the hairline,
Like
rice water, all sorts.
when
Yeah.
you don't know what you're saying at all. So yeah.
Okay, so for me, I mean, I'm a very simple girl, but mine is I cannot be taller than you. We cannot be the same height. Fair. Simple.
Short shaving.
I didn't say that. But
How tall are you?
I don't know. Sometimes when I'm tired, I'm 5'7". When I'm tired, I'm 5'7".
Okay, so it's not bad now.
Yeah.
Like someone that is taller than you is not too much to
It's
ask.
just, I can't be like, oh, baby. It's just going to be somehow. I know that sometimes the reason some ladies go for some men is because of the money factor. But remove money. I know that there are men that are bald but successfully married.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, so I know that if the money was not there, the successfully married might be shaky.
That's such a huge claim.
Yeah,
it's like
that's I feel like because it's either because I know a lot of women are, not all women, but a lot of women are attracted to power and money. And most of the bald people that I know, like those celebrities, no name is coming to my mind now.
Vin Diesel.
Exactly.
Who else? Bruce Willis.
The Rock.
Dwayne Johnson. Yeah.
Most of the bald people that I know have both power and money. But imagine if it wasn't there. Or they were Nigerians.
Oh well. So I don't know how. First things first. I'm a hair transplant surgeon, so this is something I deal with all the time. And I don't know. I don't think they have any power over if they're bald or not.
Now they do, don't they?
Oh yes, now there's like lots of things, but not everyone is aware of these things, and that's why we're like striving to tell people, okay, there's things you could do about being bald, but shaming people for things that they have little control over. Well, they do. No, well, these days there are things you could do about it, but it's a biological thing. It happens. I mean, if you're a man and you start losing your hair, do you know what it feels like?
There is
I don't.
I think men would also come for women who start adding weight, and there's something you can do about it. So how about you?
Let's not shoot the goalpost, because I mean, even women go through hair loss. So let's keep
Like,
that.
there's a whole industry around women covering their natural.
To say that is something that will make you write someone off, it seems a little extreme to me.
Are you me? Am I you?
Oh, well,
Are we?
I think the main thing is that people do not realize that there are treatments, there are solutions, and a lot of the time, from what I've seen in practice, is that people come in when it's late for you to actually do something to help them regrow their hair, for instance. So like, apart from maybe surgeries, which are the most extreme, there are also other treatments that we can do that, solutions that we can provide that will help with that. So I understand what she's saying, but I also agree with Emmanuel in the sense that I think that people just do not know. So it's just a thing of like, people have been bald for centuries, and you just accept that, this is going to happen. Maybe you saw your dad bald and it start happening to you, like your hairline is receding, and just like, oh well, this thing has come for me. So like they don't know that there's actually something that can be done.
So do you know what I think? I think it's a mixture of a couple of things, a couple of factors. I think it's a mixture of ignorance and complacency, in the sense that you are confidently accepting it because you don't know you can change it, right? And so in your you know when you say, oh, I love myself the way I am, but deep down you know it's not true. You know that if there were a solution, you would have gone for it. So I think what I have an issue with is people who are like that and they don't know they can change because they've accepted that they can't. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a whole segment of women that like bald men, but like with lots of beards. So you see, like,
yeah, that's the thing.
I can't be seeing myself on your head. I can't be seeing a reflection of myself on your head. I'm sorry. It's not.
Yeah, well, but there's a whole segment of women like that.
And I actually like some people wear as well, right? Some people wear that well, where there's like
don't wear as well.
Yeah, but then it's like, even with people that have extreme patterns of baldness, there are things that you can do to make yourself look better, even if it's not going to like totally regrow your hair, but like just the aesthetics of it, of how you look, and then elevating your looks as well. So it all goes back to really being aware that these solutions even exist in the first place. Because I feel like if people knew, then they would go for it. Yeah. So it's all about awareness.
So speaking of ignorance, I know that there is a category of people who also believe that they have to save up a lot of money to travel.
Okay. Yeah.
Right, to travel to go get the procedures done. There are people outside of the country who also believe that they have to find somewhere around there. I mean, I've heard of people who are planning to come to Nigeria for the holidays, but they don't think that there are options available to them here. They're people that are literally planning to come for the holidays, and then after the holidays they go back and start searching for where to get their hair done.
Yeah, I mean, you can't blame them. I mean, when you look at like the other gender, there is that procedure. There is that procedure that is named after a particular location. You know that procedure? That's DDL procedure.
It's South American country.
Yeah, exactly. So when you have a lot of people thinking they cannot have their hair fixed in this country, it might just be because of like things like that. But I mean, I know there are really good hair restoration services in Nigeria.
So do we need to start saying, as opposed to BBLs, let's say Nigeria hair restoration, like NHR? No. You can get your NHR in Nigeria.
I feel you, but like I said, I still feel like it all boils down to ignorance. I know that like in recent times when I have to introduce myself and tell people what I do for a living, it always leaves them like, oh my god, I didn't even know that this was a possibility. Do you get, like, if I say, oh, I'm a hair transplant surgeon, like, wow, it's done in Nigeria, like, how does it work? Like, people want to know because they didn't even know previously that this was a thing that could happen. So, like I said, I really think it boils down to ignorance, and then people not even knowing that it's done here, because automatically they assume, like, you know, it's done in this particular country that is like the headquarters
and there is no much convenience in going to those countries, because like, talking about ignorance, a lot of people do not realize that if you do it here, Vinci Hair for example, you get aftercare service. I don't think that a lot of other countries will. So even if they're offering that, you may not be able to afford the luxury of time and money to go for aftercare, but here, like, you get it. So I think beyond knowing that the procedure exists, I think they also need to know what the perks are coming here to do it.
Yeah, sure.
I'm no hair transplant surgeon, so I don't know a lot of the perks.
Yes, I mean, and even
you tell me.
Yeah, so tying it back to our previous conversation, there's lots of people coming back into the country in December. I think even one of the things that would be a benefit of doing it here is, you know, the price. You would get it for a much more affordable. And if you're African, you come back to Nigeria, you're meeting people that are very well experienced with Afro hair.
Yeah.
People that understand, you know, some of your hair pattern much more than because they have it, and, you know, we're used to dealing with that. So it'd be something great if people could come in, enjoy your holidays, and before you jet back, you know, you go back to the UK, to the US, to Canada with a new hairline. And that's like, yo.
But I think another fear that people have is that it will take a lot of time.
So that's also down to ignorance. There are some procedures that, a hair transplant will take almost a full cycle to see the full results. So we're talking months, lots of months. But procedures like the MSP, the microscalp pigmentation, for instance, and this is like very suitable for people who are extensively bald. You can get as much as 3 sessions done in 2 weeks. Thereabouts, 20 days. And it's instant.
Like the results are instant.
After the first session, you are already looking as good as Femi here.
Well, maybe not as good as Femi, but I did see Charles Okocha.
Yeah.
The stark difference between how he looked and how he looks currently, which is an MSP. I think it's an MSP.
Yes.
Like it's so different. It looks like a different person. It looks like he's 10 years younger.
Right.
So like, I mean, it's a no-brainer. And how much does it cost again? Like, I think it's less than $1,000.
Exactly.
Like less than $1,000, and many Nigerians will come in from the abroad and blow this money in the club.
Yeah,
like it's
on
not
a zoo.
like popping and stuff. Yeah, but like you can get an MSP and get your confidence back in like how many 3 sessions? So like, I mean, it's a no-brainer.
And I think that a lot of Nigerians especially don't understand that we all to some extent place a certain level of when I say confidence on what to, it's not just what we look like, even from our hair, but it's subconscious, because you see ladies wearing wigs all the time, guys using papa scalp or stuff like this Nigeria. So, but like I feel like if people knew, I'm sure a lot of people are planning to come to Lagos, for example, to come and enjoy the nightlife and all, but they don't have this option. So imagine if they did, they probably would have come in earlier. Imagine coming in now, getting your procedure done, and by Christmas, hello.
Yeah, there's that. I mean, the one thing I love about procedures like this is it gives you options. So, you don't always, whether it's an Owambe and you're wearing your traditional cap, or you should be able to rock your hair like the way it is. I mean, if you're going to the beach, for instance, okay, well, you could wear a face cap to the beach, but it's not every occasion that you have to cover your hair. You should be confident enough to open up. Remove it.
Man you want.
And have someone like Blessings not run away, because I mean your hairline is way in the middle.
But like, can I ask you a question, Blessings? If someone that is extensively bald had an MSP, would that make you reconsider?
I mean, obviously.
Fair.
You just talked about someone. You don't know how it takes your look from 0 to 100.
Yeah.
I mean, look at IJGB now. You know IJGB?
Yes.
So you have an MSP.
That's another good example.
Like, there's some people that, like you mentioned someone growing on you, right? There are people that you prefer talking to online because you don't want to see them, right? Like, maybe if you're standing face to face, you're like, hi, good morning, because you like their voice and everything.
I don't think you're shy.
I'm not shy. So imagine having that procedure done, and then somebody like, oh, you look kind of different. Good difference.
Yeah. I've even had like a few consultations where people didn't even know that what IK had was an MSP. Like, they actually genuinely think that it's hair. Yeah. So it's very possible for you to get a believable MSP where it looks natural.
Well, if you do get it done by professionals, I've seen a lot of botched jobs too.
Exactly.
And some people do what is basically a tattoo on your head with. So the key is, even in your quest to get your hair restored, you want to go to the right sources. You want to go to professionals. I think
in this
okay, and I think like information is really important here, because like I see a lot of people come up with like all manner of products that they say can like restore your hair in like 6 weeks. You'll mix one oil with another oil. They'll tell you to put ginger and onion and this, and like when you put it here, you get all your edges back and all that kind of stuff. But like, I know that Vinci offers free consultation. Like, the least you can do if you're suffering from hair loss is like just speak to a professional. Let them tell you what your problem is. Then you can, if you're on a tight budget, you can begin to save up money, or maybe ask them if they have installmental plans, and like just begin to pay little by little, and soon you have your confidence back. Like, I mean, like, just speak to a professional. Like, it's free.
And I think that a lot of people feel they have options. Yes, you have options, but if you want something professionally done, like said, I can only count one Vinci Hair Clinic. So yeah, there's that. But I mean, I'm looking forward to the IJGB is coming back. But if you're coming back with the intention to go back and start looking for where to get your hair restored, then that's a mistake, because that's what Vinci Hair is here for. And you have ample time to get your procedure done and then enjoy the holidays. Speaking of enjoying the holidays, I won't lie, I'm waiting for the IJGBs to come, because I've tried out with the Nigerian men.
You've tried out all the Nigerian men.
So what I meant to say was, I've tried several. I mean, I've seen
several men.
Will you just
let us speak?
I don't know.
Let us speak.
I've tried some men in Nigeria, and I've seen all the men, several men.
Some men.
Well, we are supposed to praise it, it will make sense. But bottom line is, I've seen men in Nigeria, and I'm tired. Like, they have the same boring look. Do you get?
I do.
Exactly.
I feel you.
Exactly.
I mean, you get.
You can't get.
I feel you. She's ready for the init boys.
Yeah, the IJGB. Like, any. I don't want to. When did you came? That's what we expect. But I guess I'm not looking to, like, what are you looking forward to the most? My own is men. Accept. No, not like a man.
A man.
What am I looking forward to? Honestly, rest. I'm looking forward to rest, to recovery, and really, Christmas is my favorite time of the year. I like
But you sound like you want to be indoors.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to spend.
That's quite contradictory.
Wait, yeah. So with Christmas, yeah, I like the vibes, right? Ideally, I would be back home with my family, who I love to spend Christmas with, because it's just amazing spending Christmas at home with my family. What I want to do though is rest, because I had a very, very long year. A lot of things happened, a lot of things I had to do. So yeah, I just want to, of course I will be outside, but like, I'm going to choose my outside, because Lagos in December, the traffic,
I'm telling you.
no, it's not for me. So I'm going to be picking what I'm going out for, like, but yeah.
Is it the traffic or the funds?
No, see, last Christmas, before you get to the fun, the fun is already over.
Because you are
I
funds.
said funds.
Funds. What do you mean by funds?
Like
they're sharing money.
I mean, if you're very liquid, you'll be outside all the time. Because
It's not even about money, because for me, I don't need money to go out.
ooh, it's not about the money.
It's not about that. I don't need money to go out. I can get like invites. Like when I was just going out, like last Christmas, I don't need money to go out. Like I'll just get a call for like my friends are coming back and be like, oh, let's go this place, let's go this place. It's not about the money really. It's about like, right. It's about just, is it worth it? Like me going out and spending all that time in traffic. So yeah, I'm focusing on rest this Christmas, but I'll also be outside.
I'm just going to be indoors, to be honest.
You look
like,
it.
yeah.
You look like you're tired.
Like I've been driving the whole year.
But you need the Christmas tree though. Do you know how much that thing costs now?
How much does it cost?
Can make one with cardboard.
And a keyboard.
Cardboard. I don't know what this one you guys are talking rest. I mean, the only rest that I feel like there's enough time to rest when you're dead.
Okay.
You get?
Okay.
So, like, I mean, December, Lagos in December is crazy. There's lots of shows. I mean, it starts even in November. There's lots of things I'm looking forward to. So I want to be out every weekend. All the shows.
But I mean,
are you inviting me? What?
In the spirit of IJGB, I'm sure there's a lot of in-it girls.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, don't you guys think it's overhyped though? Because I've tried going out and it's exhausting.
you have to choose your events carefully. So don't go to the same sort of things. So you get it. So you do a rave this weekend. Next time you're doing like a theater play. Next time you're doing like a concert. Next time you're going to the club.
Mixologist.
Get it?
I don't like anything where I cannot sit down though. Like when I get tired.
Stay at home.
Like if I'm wearing heels.
30 plus.
I need whatever. I'm wearing heels, so I need like something. I need a cushion. So if I get tired, I will just sit down. So like concerts, raves, not my thing.
If you pay for the expensive seats at the concerts.
Fair enough. Like if one of those IJGB guys pays for the expensive, not me.
So deep down, everybody's looking forward to IJGB. It's not just me. See, guys. Anyways, that's much we can take for today. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm sure you enjoyed yourself. We've talked about
I did.
basically everything, festivities, holidays, and Christmas. So you can't say you don't have any idea what to do when you come back to the country. Anyways, my name is Blessings Musugu and
Emmanuel Luba.
And
Femi Fashi.
and
Chioma.
AKA Chow Chow.
Bye.